Hello everyone, Ian from IanKnable.com. Welcome to the next video in our series. Today we're talking about WordPress, what it is a theme, what is a plugin, and why do you need them? So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stay tuned and we'll be on to the show quickly. Think of your completed brand new super sexy website as a house. It's all finished and looks beautiful and people can see it and it looks fantastic and you're super proud of it. But what makes up that house? Lots of bits and pieces, and I'm going to use that to explain your website. To start with, your domain name, that's the name of your website, the one you type into Google into the search bar, or you send it out to people on social media. Your domain name, that is nothing more than an empty block of land in any residential subdivision around Australia or anywhere else in the world. Nothing very sexy about it. You own it, but it's not practical, it's not useful, but it's a starting point, and that's what your domain name is. After you buy your domain name, the next thing you've got to do is organize your hosting. And the hosting is the foundation of your website. If you get this wrong, if you cut corners, if you don't spend some time and some effort and a few dollars to get a good hosting provider, your foundation will not be strong, it will not be stable, and your house will fall over. And none of us want that to happen. So hosting is the foundation for your house. Next up, I recommend and teach people to install WordPress. WordPress, the simplest way to think of that is it's the framework for your house. It goes on top of your foundation and it's the framework. It's what you do with that framework and how you finish it. That's what makes things look sexy. That's what makes things work, what makes them functional, what keeps visitors on your site. The framework itself, it's nothing sexy. It's not pretty, doesn't attract attention, but it's a very core component to the long-term strength and stability of your website or your house. So you need to make sure that you have a really strong and solid framework in place, and that's what WordPress will do for you. Next up, now you've got your framework there, it's time to make it start to look attractive. You've got to make it look pretty. So we're going to wrap the framework in something pretty. When you're building a house, that would be your bricks or your timber or sheeting or whatever sort of finish you're putting on the outside of your house. That's what we need to do next. And that is called a theme. When we install a theme onto WordPress, it takes that bare bone structure, puts something nice and sexy around the outside of it that we can customize just as you would a house. With a house, you can choose the style of brick, the color of brick. Do you want a single brick, a double brick? Light color, dark color. You can have light grey mortar, you can have dark grey mortar. Same with the theme. You pick the theme and then you modify it to suit your needs. Once we've got our theme in place, so now the outside of our website looks really cool, looks sexy, but inside it is still pretty ugly. It's just like when you're building a house. You finish the outside, you walk inside, you've still got just bare walls everywhere, framework, wires, piping everywhere, nothing too pretty, and people aren't going to hang around and they're not going to stay and look at your site when it looks like that. How do we fix it? That's where plugins come in. Plugins take it from being a bare shell of a house and finishing it off, and the plugins are what make things look sexy. They're what makes things work. They're the things that make it functional. The menus, the call to actions, your widgets on the side, the widgets at the bottom, it's where you put in your logos and all your fancy fonts and colors and everything else. And that's how you end up with a super sexy website, by using plugins. They make things pretty and functional. Simple as that. You've got to use plugins, and that's all there is to say. You use WordPress, you use a theme, and you use plugins. So coming to the end of it now. So where do you buy all the different pieces? How do you get the pieces? How do you put it all together to build your new home or your website? And it's not as hard as you may think. If you go back and have a look at the blog at ianknable.com, you'll see plenty of posts in there or videos showing how to do the different bits and pieces. To start off with, you need your domain name or your block of land where you're going to put your website or your house. If you want to find out more about that, go to ianknable.com/crazy domains. That's who I buy all my domains from. It's who I use personally, who I recommend, and they're very, very good. The hosting account, this is critical, and I cringe when I see people try to take shortcuts here or save a couple of bucks. It's like building your house on sand instead of concrete. Do not cut corners on your hosting. From day one, do it right and you won't regret it. It'll pay dividends many, many times over. I use Crucial Hosting. I've tried others. I've tried Bluehost and HostGator and SiteGround, and there was one other one in there, and none of them compare to Crucial Hosting. Their servers are brilliant, they're fast, they're reliable, and they provide awesome, awesome customer support. You want to find out more about them, head over to ianknable.com/crucial. Installing WordPress or the framework for your house is really simple. It's free, it's easy. Once you've got your hosting account with Crucial Hosting, log into your cPanel, scroll down to the bottom to the Softaculous and install WordPress from there. Also head over to the blog. I've got a really detailed, very in-depth blog post there on how to install WordPress from cPanel. I think you'll find that very useful. Now the brickwork or the theme for your site, there is only one I use and recommend, and that is Thrive Themes. They are, without a doubt, the best on the market. They're not a free system. It does cost. I subscribe to the quarterly charge platform, and I think at the time of the video it's $75 a quarter, so it's not cheap, but it is super worth it. You get what you pay for. You pay peanuts, get monkeys. You want something solid, something stable, something where you can get good customer service. Again, you need to pay for it. Thrive Themes is brilliant. It's drag and drop. It's super, super simple. You don't need to be a programmer to use it. It's very, very simple, and I'll be shooting some tutorials on that very, very soon to show you just how easy it is. So I really recommend you head over to ianknable.com/thrive and check them out. Then the interior finish, your fit out, your plugins for your site. Some of those come with your Thrive membership. They've got some really good plugins that are all inclusive in that membership package. Plus there's a lot of others, and quite a few of them are free. SEO by Yoast, that's Yoast, is a must-have. Go and check that out. But I'll do another tutorial shortly and go through and show you how to install those, how to find them, and how to configure up these free plugins that you need for your site. That's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, please leave a comment below, and don't hesitate to subscribe to keep up to date with the next load of videos. And also head over to the blog ianknable.com. Talk to you soon. Cheers. Have an awesome day, everyone.